Welcome back to the Go&Do pod, episode 4. We got my cousin Kellen Belnap here, the first of probably a few Belnaps that we'll end up interviewing across the timeline. And
Is he good?
Connie, you all right? You good, Connie?
It's thumbnail. That's a thumbnail. I was posing for the.
And so,
He's clip farming.
and so we got Jock on. And so we got Kellen here. He served in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so Kellen, please just take us through your mission overview a little bit. So give me the areas you served in, maybe the states you served in, whether they were like city, farm, whatever, small town, and just kind of give you a good overview on your mission, number of companions you had, stuff like that.
What years were you there?
And years.
It was 2022 through 2024. So 2022 start of May, so basically just right when summer started, and then
No, you just.
and then 2024 May. So,
Yeah.
So
I
after
bet.
COVID.
Yeah.
Post-COVID.
So, yeah,
way
post-COVID.
past COVID.
Yeah, and honestly, like it was just getting into it. I guess like just get the COVID thing out of the way. Like right when I got into that mission, they had just brought up.
Keep that right there, baby.
They had just brought up.
There you go.
Maybe. First time, you know.
First time. Hey, we taking his podginity.
All right,
Hey,
keep
you
going.
get that a little closer
But
though,
like they
Kellen.
had just brought up, well, not just brought up, but just opened up knocking.
Oh,
just barely
really?
When I got
Wow.
there, yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
so like
crazy.
right
That's
when I
kinda
got there, my
unfortunate,
training, like,
Wait, May of
training was,
22.
Yeah.
was like, I mean, I haven't really done this before, so it's just like a learning experience for both of us.
What were the people before you doing?
They're just doing like, I mean, they could go
knock?
outside.
Did you knock?
They could go, yeah.
No,
Touching grass.
no. In the
He's a
back.
social media guy.
But actually, you got.
No, we did
Like
member
Facebook.
work. Member work,
Member
baby.
work.
Oh yeah. Anyways, you
So
know,
just hitting the switch at a member's house real quick.
the switch. What are you? On, bro. Get on with your story, man.
Okay, yeah, but no, yeah, I served in Charlotte, North Carolina. We covered a big city in, well, I guess like big city in South Carolina, and then we went a little bit into Virginia. But I was mostly in North Carolina. I served about 3 months in South Carolina on the Indian reservation down there. So that was like a really cool eye-opening thing because I was usually in the hood a lot, and so down there I was able to kind of get to my Idaho roots.
Was there only
Little
one
bit,
area?
you know?
Was there only one area with an Indian
Some
reservation?
dirt.
Just one area? Or was
Yeah,
there-
yeah, no, it was just that one area
one?
in the
Okay.
mission.
Gotcha.
The Indian reservation. It's like really small.
Yeah.
But that Indian reservation has a lot of like history behind it with the church,
cool.
and so it's really cool to learn about. Like it's how they mingled with the early saints.
Okay.
So,
Facts.
Yeah.
And so, number of companions you had.
yeah.
Different
So
areas.
I had 11 companions. There was one trio that I was in. 6 areas.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. In West Shore actually, that was my longest area. I was like directly in the hood. That's like the mission famous hood
Mm-hmm.
where just all the crap goes down. And
Yeah.
I mean, where
You-
we have
you-
the
you
best
got
stories,
initiated.
really. Yeah,
You got
yeah,
initiated in there, huh?
Initiated a little bit.
Yeah.
Bit. I don't know.
Slightly.
I don't know, like how you got. I got initiated.
Slightly initiated.
Like what do you mean?
Into the gang.
Oh yeah,
So you
Are
did?
you affiliated?
I was there.
Are you affiliated?
Yeah.
I'm affiliated, but
Let
you
me
know,
stay
I-
out.
let me
You
ask you this.
stay
Hey,
out.
I'm
I
gonna
dapped
backtrack.
up, I dapped up some.
I'm not gonna backtrack. I'm just gonna step aside completely. Actually, Kellen.
Okay.
When did you have bossy Buellas for the first time?
Oh,
listen,
man.
Let's
Listen,
get into this real
viewers.
quick,
I mean,
before we move on.
I mean, I was gonna mention
The
that
best
if you
chicken.
get-
The best
if you get
chicken
called
sandwich.
here, you have got to go to Bossy's.
You
One
have
of
to.
the best restaurants in the South.
Best
By-
chicken sandwich in the
Ever.
country.
Like you
In the
will,
Wow.
you will.
Voted by Bossy
in the
himself.
galaxy.
Oh, it is amazing.
Star-crossed
Truly
chicken.
is.
Star-crossed chicken on my soul. Me and Connie got an
Put it on
opportunity to
shirt.
go because Kellen put us on.
No.
I did.
And it was life
It's,
changing.
it's that go stuff. It's that go shit,
That's
man.
that
Somebody
It's
did
so
tell me.
good.
So go hit
It's
it out.
so
Go hit it
good.
out.
You gotta go and do
Go and
Bossy
Do
Buell.
Bossy
Buell.
Buell.
Yes, sir.
They got
Anyways,
it.
yeah.
Sorry,
So
Kellen.
like
Sorry,
mission,
Kellen.
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah. You know, let's get into that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
those
sure.
things.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll start off here then. So that's the overview of Charlotte and the surrounding areas.
And Bossy.
But let's go way back to when you got your call
Mhm.
and when you first opened it. What were your expectations when you read Charlotte, North Carolina, English speaking, all that stuff?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Idaho was a bubble, And so I was really
Where you were at,
didn't
maybe.
yeah, I mean,
Not where we're at.
No, where we were
it
at.
wasn't
Marsh
too much
Creek?
of a bubble, but I mean, Charlotte,
Marsh
North
Valley.
Carolina,
Marsh
yeah,
Valley?
Marsh Creek.
Marsh Creek.
It's all the same, man.
This guy,
Yeah,
Marsh Mountain.
come on.
this guy. Actually, he doesn't live currently in Idaho.
Yeah,
He
literally.
did, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, no. Let's go focus a little bit. But no. When I saw North Carolina Charlotte mission, I truly had like the only, I guess, expectation was, I mean, better learn your Bible. That's like
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I didn't really, growing up, yeah, you know, like we learned about church history, but I didn't really like dive deep into it. But all I knew was there is where the hatred kind of started. Like there in the South, you got the Northeast as well. So yeah, that was like honestly the only expectation was like prepare, because I mean,
Yeah.
reading the Book of Mormon, that's so important. But then it also, going on a mission helped me to realize, dang, the Bible's like so important as well.
Hey, do me a favor and flip that mic around too.
All right,
There you go.
Were you close to the
Alright,
beach at all? Like, did you ever get close to the beach?
No, we didn't. That was the Raleigh mission.
Yeah.
Raleigh mission was that side. We were more inland, just focusing on like the
Oh.
the Smokies and
Yeah. A
Everything
little
like
bit
that.
of
You know,
Rock
man.
Hill.
Rock Hill
South
action.
South
You know what I mean?
Carolina.
Love that place.
Whew.
Love
That was a cool place. So did you, what you expected, the whole Bible fashion type of thing in
Yeah.
the South, was that fair when you got there? Like, did you see that a lot in your
Oh
mission?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
So I mean, I said that well, yeah, I did. Yeah, mostly I was in the hood, but my first area, it was called Mini Utah in the mission.
really?
Yeah.
Mm.
So it was like it still.
What was
had
that? It was like Fairfax.
It was Colfax.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Colfax.
Fairfax.
Fairfax. On some
Carfax.
Carfax.
Carfax action. But no, there it was like great ward, like amazing people there, but it was a little bit more of a higher class society there, a community, and when it's interesting, like the higher class out there, they're usually part of like the mega churches, like a lot of them,
Interesting.
because they want to, how do I say that? They just kind of like go with the flow a little bit. It wasn't like the high end class, but more of like the high middle class area. A little, yeah. It was like they were
living.
comfortable. They were definitely comfortable living, and so us coming around and them going like, oh yeah, we've definitely heard about your church because we've heard it from our pastors, and so that was the biggest struggle. I say.
This was the Utah of your mission?
Yeah, this was in the Utah of the mission.
That's crazy.
Even though there was like a ton of
Yeah.
members there, it was still like,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't considered a big area, but there was a lot of people in that area because
Yeah.
it was the, how do I put that? Because the inner city of the area of that city that I was around was like right outside of the area.
What city is this?
It was High Point,
Okay.
and so we had like the suburban
Yeah.
landscape part of it. So just a lot of suburban houses, a lot of comfortable living.
Mhm.
So yeah, people were very knowledgeable, very smart in I guess like smart in what they wanted to know. And so that's all they would use
Yeah.
on us. But a lot of the times when you try and go deeper, they just like kind of like brush it off.
Mhm.
And I mean, being a beginning missionary, getting hit with all that, I mean, that was tough. I was like,
Yeah. And think
like,
about it. You
I'm
got
never-
lucky too. That's in the Utah.
yeah, exactly.
That's in the Utah.
That was
was
in the Utah area.
Some kids you started with.
That was in the sweet part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
mission.
What was it
Which
like
it was
different,
like-
though?
I would say it's only the mini Utah because of the ward.
But
just
they're,
like-
bigger.
Oh,
Or-
Yeah,
gotcha.
just
They
a
say
bigger,
that.
just a bigger ward, and
But
like
the
a lot of the
brutality
people.
of it is still.
Yes, it was because I mean
Yeah.
they were knowledgeable.
Yeah.
They already knew who we were, a lot of them,
Yeah.
and so they had
Or
a
they
rebuttal.
had an idea.
Yeah, they had an idea,
Yeah.
and they always had the rebuttal that their pastors would give
Yeah.
them, or the mega church pastors would give them, which I did not
Kinda-
vibe with that.
Kinda not.
Kind of rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you find it to be the same? Like when you were in West Charlotte, was it similar? Like people knew their Bible pretty well, or was it? I mean,
No,
'cause
it
in
was-
Baltimore was a lot poorer. Like
Yeah.
most people just have pretty base
Mm-hmm.
level knowledge of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Was it different in West Charlotte compared to
You
like
know,
those suburban areas?
I'd say yeah, it was definitely different because in the hood areas, or like the I guess the less rich, the poorer areas,
Yeah.
they did it on their own. because they like all the churches down there. They were very much like, how do I even put that?
Stop trying
Not
to be
really
delicate.
helpful. Not really helpful.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't be delicate. Just
Yeah.
say how
They
it
were
was.
just like they weren't helpful to the people. Like they were helpful if you paid your tithes, if you came to church, if you spread their word, which I mean, yes, they were reading from the Bible, but so much of it was just the pastor's interpretation of it.
Yeah.
And so, but people would want to be close to God. At least the people
But they
who
don't.
we ran.
They wouldn't want to like pay all the tithes and like go to church and be involved in like a billion ways.
Yeah, no,
They just
absolutely
wanted, like,
not.
At the
Absolutely
root of
not.
it, they just wanted a relationship with Christ.
Exactly.
is
Yeah,
what I'm probably
exactly.
getting at.
And so there were some people like what you said. There's like baseline, Jesus is the Christ. I don't really know much about that. But then there were other people who they were humble, but they knew the Bible back and front, like a lot. But because of their upbringing, and honestly, just like the natural man in us, they kind of interpreted it in their own way.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, but it was really cool when we would talk to people about the Bible, and they'd be like, dang, I've actually never seen it like that. And that makes sense because it also ties in with this scripture and this scripture and this scripture. So that was like the biggest thing when we would teach people is just the scripture chase.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
cool.
grew to like love the scriptures. That's where the root of my testimony came because I'm a very like visionary man. To, quote Lehigh a little bit. but I am. I'm like not lying about that. I'm a visionary man, so I like to envision myself in the shoes of the or either early saints, Book of Mormon, prophets, the Book of Mormon, like the Nephites, the Lamanites.
Consider me Sariah because I think you're full of it, bro. Right? Lehigh, visionary. His wife. Oh my! Cut that out, though. You gonna
Cut that out.
Hey, we cut that out. We
No, it's
Ow!
not going anywhere. Oh gosh. Oh. Okay.
Well, with that, can I move on to the next question?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sick. So, Kellen, I'm dying to hear this because I'm Texas through and through. The South is in my blood, it's in my veins.
All right.
So I need to know. Let's talk Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Because Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, I do believe that Southern hospitality is a thing. I think it's different. I love the vibe of the South. I think most people there are just very quick to help others. But I'm dying to know because I didn't serve in the South with a tag on.
Mm-hmm.
So what did that tag? Do you feel like you still received the same Southern hospitality? Like, what were you expecting? Like, what was the reality? How were you treated out there?
It was definitely up to the person if they had a Southern hospitality towards us.
Yeah.
And I mean, going back to what I was talking about, but it was
Oh, I
it was
forgot.
the
I totally
people
cut
who
you off anyway.
yeah,
you were even
man,
finished.
yeah. Well, anyway,
Dang.
but
Hey,
Cutting somebody off to say a horrible joke.
I might have
That
to
doesn't
retire.
sound-
silence.
I'm gonna have to retire from potting, bro. That's crazy.
They will tag team it. It's all right. No, but yeah, like what I was saying, it was the people who didn't really go to church, but they just tried to grow a relationship with Christ on their own.
Yeah.
Who were really hospitable to us, like really hospitable.
Yeah.
And granted, I'm not saying that's everybody you're gonna meet who goes to church is not gonna have that hospitality, but that's just my experience with it. Serving like in all the aspects, the country, the hood, the
Suburbs.
rural suburbs.
Yeah.
That's how it was because they were like honest seekers of truth, like truly, because they were like that church just like doesn't really hit it on the bell, like they really don't. And so they were searching. They were truly searching. Some of them, yes, they were stuck in their ways, and they kind of created their own religion in their household. But it was always cool that they would hear us out, and they'd be like, you know what, like it makes sense, but there's still like my upbringing and hearing about you guys.
Yeah.
That's like the big. They shut it off, and that's why I got so contentious. I'm not gonna lie with people, especially when I hit like, I think it's when I hit like a year.
Yeah.
Because a year is when I was like, I felt like I had a better understanding of the scriptures because I was known as the Bible bash magnet. I was the magnet.
was
in
you?
the
You always ran to a bash, huh?
I always ran into a
I didn't know
bash.
that.
Man.
Cool.
Always ran into a bash, and you can ask any of my companions or like on exchanges or anything, and they just weren't like the simple bashes where you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, like Joe Smith polygamy. No, they were like they got
up in your face. I had a YouTuber,
Well,
like one of those
not even
YouTube dudes in downtown Denver.
Yeah,
like,
it was kind
camera
of
on
like
me.
that, but it wasn't
Yeah.
even like the camera dudes. That was like the easy bashing.
Oh no, that was
Yeah,
terrifying.
I was like that was
Did you
just
get cooked?
us.
huh?
Did you get?
I never got cooked because I just. We can say that story.
You bike away.
We were in downtown Denver. It was a really slow day. Me and my boy Ella Nunez. We went to the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. I got like 2 or 3 like the chocolate dipped Oreos, and I was walking. I was just eating those, just minding my business, eating my chocolate dipped
Let's
Oreos.
just say it was 3.
And this dude goes, "Hey, hey!" And I just turn around. I'm like, "Oh,
Maybe 4.
you know, bro." Starts like
Here we go
chasing
again.
us down through with like a camera
Yeah.
recording us. She's like, "Talk to me. Why don't you talk to me, bro?" And I was like, "Nah, bro. Like just." I told him it was corny. Like I told him I was trying so hard to
Corny.
make. No,
He
I told him.
look,
I told him he was
man, yo,
corny.
Chris,
I told
gosh,
him
get
he
outta
was
here.
weird. I told him he was bugging. Like I was trying to tell him everything I could to
me
make
with a
him feel
tweaker.
weird to want to walk away. But instead, I just really wasn't really digging it, bro. Like I got my fair share of bashes and whatnot.
Yeah,
but, man,
yeah.
this guy was like, also something about that camera, dude. I'm not gonna
Scary.
go on YouTube. I mean, I'll look like an idiot on this on YouTube,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna have some dude making me look like a freaking fool. You know what I mean?
Just glad you.
And I'm
saved
like-
that
that's what
story.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to make
use
you look
the
like
gotcha
They
a fool.
just wanna-
scriptures and
Yeah.
gotcha stuff to try to.
Yeah.
Which-
and like
the-
if that's in Denver, I can only imagine that's a
Oh
very-
yeah, like
yeah.
that was like your regular bash, like
Oof.
truly, especially when we would have like a bad day, since we were going back to my West Shore area. I know we've talked a lot about West Shore, but I mean 6 months in the same place, you guys know, you got a lot
Shore
of
is-
memories.
you get
West
some
Shore is
stories.
Charlotte, by the
It
way.
is Charlotte, like
Yes.
If anyone was curious.
Shore,
No, it
But,
sounds like he's saying West Shart.
West Shore.
Like
Shart.
yeah.
I'm putting a T at the end.
I feel like
Really?
Cakes. You feel like he is?
I don't think so. I think that's a stretch.
Okay.
That's a-
All right.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's
my bad.
He's stretching for the sky on that one.
All right. Y'all were here next time.
Yeah,
he says it.
anyway,
Y'all were here.
anyway. Yeah. But anyway, we would go down to the like in the inner city, and just walk around at night, because it was just kind of like a way to like relax and like it was honestly like a way to relax and decompress, because everybody down there was high up in business. They weren't going to stop and talk to us. Like we would try, like genuinely, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But I mean,
I gotta
headphones
tie,
in,
you gotta
earphones,
tie, like-
everything. Yeah, let's have a
Aw,
conversation.
yeah.
Look at us, we look similar.
Yeah, civilized.
But I'm sorry, Connie. Anyway,
Wait, did I miss
anyway,
something? What's
no,
he-
no, you didn't. I'm
What's he
just,
sorry for?
I'm just giggling. I'm just giggling at you. That's
Giggle-
what I'm saying. I'm
giggle
sorry.
away.
I'm just like
Just a giggly guy, man.
Giggle away.
a little bit,
Giggly guy.
But yeah, just walking down there, after a long day. Wait, man, where was I going with this? I ain't gonna lie.
I
You're
mean,
decompressing.
you were talking about
Yeah,
decompressing,
decompressing from
But
like the long day.
yeah, like when you'd have a bad day, you probably
Yeah.
would get into a bash, or like you're trying to escape the bashes
Yeah.
from going to the city.
Yeah.
I don't really know where you were going. I'm just
Yeah, I'm sorry.
backtracking a little bit.
Yeah. I think I was okay. Well, yeah, backtrack. I was talking about getting like cameras in your face.
Yeah.
That happened in the city. That's what I was going for. Is when we'd be walking around the city and people were trying to make like a spectacle. Yeah, like Black Israelites. You just have people. I mean, holding up Jesus Saves signs, which is great.
Oh, like the Black Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah, like
Bro,
Black Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, they are crazy.
Hate.
Oh, they hate
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Hate everything about us.
Yeah.
I even just tried to give a Bible to one. And he's like, "You have defiled it," and I was like, it's like, dang.
Defiled it.
Yeah, I was like,
Wild is
Your white skin
crazy.
man,
Defiled is-
smudged my white skin on it, my Caucasian dust on that.
Wow.
But yeah.
Oh, that's the thumbnail. Oh, that's the clip. That's crazy.
My Caucasian dust.
Hey, you know.
Anyone didn't know that
Anyone-
Hebrew Israelites they do not like white people.
Yeah, they do not.
Yeah.
They really don't.
They
Yeah.
don't. It's like straight
That's
up
just kind of crazy.
a doctrine that they teach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when there was a like, oh man,
Still
going
love 'em,
back to
man.
this, sorry, but when there was a camera in your face, they were just going to bring up simple anti, because they didn't really dive deep into it. They were just trying to get missionaries who were ignorant a little bit,
Yeah.
like, to be straight up. Which that
another
will
thing.
happen. That will happen. I mean, especially in the South, when you get out, like, expect to feel a little stupid.
Well,
Like you're
I don't
gonna
know.
feel.
No, you will.
You will.
I don't know. For any like incoming missionaries, bro, I just don't think the bashes like
No.
Like you probably won a couple batches. I won maybe. I only got in a couple. Won one of them, and like it made no difference.
No,
bro.
it did not. Yeah.
I just don't think it makes a difference.
No.
You know what I mean?
It definitely doesn't, and that's why I'm like, I wasn't like seeking a bash, but
Yeah.
they just always came to me, and
That's why you
I
just-
definitely learned.
You just gotta learn
that's
how to
not
fake
gonna
cry.
change.
You just gotta start breaking down and crying in front of them. Make them feel bad.
There's a story about that. I'll tell you later. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. Actually, we bring that up.
Hey.
But yeah, no. But there's a lot of deep history in the South, and so if people are researching the Mormon Church or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, they're going to see that. They're going to find that if they're actually like digging deep into it. But the thing is, what I learned is that there's an answer to every question.
Yeah.
Like every single question. If you have a question about the church, Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, like anybody who's associated with it, there's always background, and there's honestly there's this understanding that we don't know too.
Yeah.
Like truly.
And where did you go to answer some of those questions? Because like, just to be honest, there's a couple like anti-questions that are hard to find an answer just from Gospel Library.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I
on your
tried
mission,
to.
where was your sources? Like, where did you?
It's a good
Where
question.
did you learn that knowledge? Because I feel like
To like the anti they would bring up, or like how to combat that.
just both, bro. Because so before my mission, in episode 3, Ashlyn kind of talked about how she like started getting into anti right before her mission, and I want to share a story where like right before my mission, I took it upon myself. I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to stay side. I know these people know who we are. I was like, they're gonna come like with some anti points. I'm gonna study anti, and I'm gonna learn exactly what they think we believe, and I'm gonna learn how to combat that. So I spent like a good 8 hours reading anti, like a couple months before my mission, and there I went crying to my dad in his office. I'm like, Dad, I don't know if this is true.
Yeah.
Like, I did not last in that. I did not last in it, bro. So
Which is
do not-
crazy because
Yeah.
that's an actual calling in the church. Too.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah, for
researching
sure.
anti.
It's
Yeah,
what is his
pretty
name?
crazy.
Ryder.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes
Ryder.
It takes
And
guts to
we
do that.
there was a
It takes a strong testimony to do
yeah,
that.
I was-
'cause look what it did to you.
Okay, at that time being,
We got as
I'm
much.
just
At that
saying.
time,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
This is actually a podcast for Connie to try and get him, up in spirits
him up a
little
little bit.
are we serious? Are we serious?
No, we ain't serious. We ain't serious. I'm kidding, Connie. I'm kidding.
How
But no,
much
Alright.
wait, no,
How
Connie.
many
I
y'all
like-
went to the temple in this last week?
Hey, good for you. Put it there.
I know you
I
not.
did.
What'd you do?
Initiatories.
What you do? You stories?
yeah.
I didn't down. I was there longer.
I don't know because I was
So-
in that slush room for like an hour, bro. I swear.
So was I. I was praying about everything in my life.
Same. We gotta
What-
talk
what
about that
day
off
you go?
pod. Wednesday.
I went Friday.
Okay. Like this Friday.
Just the Friday.
Good for you.
Wednesday is
tell you
crazy.
that. I
Did you,
saw it.
did you go in light of the events on Wednesday? Or did you
It
already schedule it
just-
before?
I scheduled it before, but it was
Isn't
like
that weird?
it was so
I
weird.
scheduled mine on Friday, and I was
Dang.
like, I feel like I just need to go to the temple this week. I just need
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
And then I went, and like I had no idea that the
Yeah.
stuff this week would happen.
I know. I think that was
good.
that day because I think on Wednesday is when it happened, and then I went later that evening, or
Spirit needed.
later that.
Spirit
Hey.
knew we needed a little Jesus.
Anyway, we're gonna a little off track
Yeah,
here,
A little bit.
but
A little bit.
to get back on
Mhm.
the points here, I think you've kind of covered these just by talking
Yeah.
a little bit about your mission as a whole, but we never really got to know like the stuff you packed, what you got out there. I mean, I'm assuming Charlotte was nice weather for the most part. So was there anything that the church was like, yeah, pack that, and then you packed it, and then it was like lame, or anything that you wish you would have been like, I should have packed those, or
Yeah.
like, because like I know that you did a ton of service when you were in that
Yeah,
Indian
yeah, we
reservation.
did
Like,
a
do you wish you would have
bunch.
packed like a little more like service clothes, or like
Mhm.
I don't know, just
Yeah,
anything with the
definitely,
packing?
definitely service clothes. Like the Carhartt jeans that I had, burned through those things, like
Dude, the Carhartt.
destroyed them. Like that's how much service we did there.
But
And
just
it was
to,
like,
just to preface, Kellen destroyed every article of clothing.
you're
he had
right.
on
You're
the
right.
church.
You can't. You can say
And
I was
never asked
I'm
for
a
any
minimalist.
replacements.
a little bit. I just didn't really see a need because it still worked. But I mean, now I realize that I looked like
So tons
one
of
of the
service
Charlotte
clothes.
homeless people.
Tons of
Not gonna
service
lie.
clothes. What else?
Tons of service clothes. I'd say, man, what was something? Honestly, like everything that they put on there was pretty logical. Was just like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna bring that. There was
I feel
nothing
like it's
that was
because
like
it wasn't
that was
extreme
like, what
weather.
the heck?
I feel like
No,
people that
and-
go to missions that have like extreme weather,
Yeah,
the church like just like leans into that.
Yeah,
pretty
they
heavy on
definitely
that
do.
Packing list. Do you think I'm pretty on par with that because I feel like with you it was like that, with us it was like that, with even Ashlyn it was kind of.
Told me to get some
like
military grade snow boots. I needed. Yeah,
I feel like Charlotte was pretty simple. So
yeah, it was like it was simple.
I mean, I doubt you needed as many shirts they put on there.
Oh yeah, no. It just
sweating a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It just depends on where you were at. Truly,
Kellen.
So Kellen needed shirts.
So I needed shirts.
Yeah. Like How many did you bring though? I took 10 white shirts and 2 blue shirts. And I just
cannot believe you brought blue
shirts. So many. We were told to.
Yeah.
On my list.
I don't think that was on ours.
Mine was like 3 long sleeve, I think like 7 short sleeve, and then 1 blue.
By the end of my mission, I think I was rotating through 2 pants and 3 shirts.
Yeah, that's me.
Every day.
That is
I think
me.
I was about the same.
Week. Yeah. And laundry maybe once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a joke. That was a joke.
Okay.
He thinks he's joking.
Good. Well, then we can move on from that there. Case, you got one for him?
Yeah. So, again, kind of with Charlotte getting out to the east, you talked a little about how Idaho growing up's a little bit of a bubble. What was one of the hardest adjustments for you? Maybe just in getting to Charlotte in general, or just like as a missionary?
It's human out there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's human. And that's what I was going to say.
And can I interject just real quick?
Yeah.
I've known this dude since birth, and I can tell you with like full confidence, he hasn't really done much moving around. Like, you lived in Missouri for like a year when you were like 6. But other than that, Kellen wasn't really much of a... he's a homebody. He still is.
Yeah.
And so do that, to move across the states and live somewhere else for 2 years, I can imagine what was going through little Kellen Belnap's head.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely like... Dang.
Yeah.
Make him look small.
But at the same time, I mean, I stayed a year when I graduated. I stayed home.
Yeah.
And so I honestly was kind of ready. Like, truly. Ready to just like get out there. I was like, okay, like I got to figure out like what I'm going to do. Am I going or am I just going to start moving on with my life? And so getting out there, like in Charlotte, when I was in there, definitely humidity, like 100%. That was the biggest adjustment for me, especially coming from Idaho.
Couldn't breathe.
Oh gosh, no way. You came off of that plane with your whole suit on, and you got 110 degree heat with what 90% humidity on July 3rd. Yeah, you're not ready to go knocking. You are not ready to go outside.
What's funny though, it's the exact same thing in the winter.
Yeah.
Like we got in our missions like December 1st or something like that.
And that humidity was as horrible.
I had no humidity. Oh, I forgot you guys did.
Yeah.
Tons
but
of it.
Regardless, I mean, the cold wind in Denver, like 100 mile an
Oh
hour wind,
yeah,
bro,
no.
like
I
you're not trying to go knocking that
either.
either.
no, it's so wraps. It's just all of it's wraps.
Yeah, bring your hand out
It's
and it
just funny.
freezes
Yeah.
automatically trying to knock a door.
Stepping off a suit in the summer, stepping off in a suit in the winter, it's all the same.
Yeah. So the humidity was your biggest adjustment then?
Yeah, definitely the humidity, definitely. Because I mean, like, you know me since birth. I sweat.
Yeah.
Like I sweat.
I think all of us
I
know
can
that.
attest to all the viewers that he does sweat.
I sweat.
And that's coming from I sweat too, but he sweats.
Yeah.
Like we're sweat bros. I think that
We're not sweat
I'm
bros.
king.
What?
He's
I think all
three of
prince.
them
He's
sweat.
prince.
We
I
are
think
not
he's them too. Okay, come on.
We're not. Dre, come on, bro. No, Dre.
I mean, Dre's got sweaty hands too. Dre has sweaty
When I
hands.
hoop,
I do.
sweat.
He does.
Well, good.
Okay.
I'm glad that we got that out of the way. Do you have one for him, or you want me to move on to mine?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, without getting too carried away, what was your training like? I mean, I feel like I've never heard anything about your trainer.
Yeah.
You're talking about how it's already hot. Like, was he pretty chill with you, kind of being a baby, and kind of learning how to work through that, or?
I mean, I'd say I'm a pretty like, how do I put that, hard nosed
Yeah.
a little bit, just
You
like
just dug in.
yeah, I
Did you
dig
dig
in,
at all?
and I mean that's what I've been my
dug in
entire life. I'm just
at
like,
all.
I'm gonna do the work,
Yeah.
and being like an athlete and also just being in a bunch of other things growing up, it just helped me to have a good work ethic, and so I already knew that was like gonna be. Ooh, thanks, appreciate that. First time.
We know.
But I appreciate it.
You're doing great, Kellen.
Appreciate
You're
it.
doing great.
I'll never come on here again. But yeah, just having that work ethic, learning that growing up, really just helped me to like dive deep, because he wanted to get into it too, because like I said before, they had just opened up knocking, and so he was like, I've never done it before, let's get into it. And it was, I don't know, it was just like a learning experience for us both, which he definitely, you know, being 8 months into the mission, he definitely had that flow, that missionary flow that you get.
That flow?
Yeah, that flow. You know that flow.
Yeah. That flow.
Is that flow?
Is that flow?
Anyways, let me just, I'm just going to cut you off and just go to the next question, actually, because it kind of ties in.
Okay.
It does kind of tie in.
Good.
So, Kellen, I just want to ask you, like, okay, so you kind of talk about your trainer and whatnot. But as far as companions go, because in your answer you mentioned, you know, you played sports, you're kind of a hard nose, like, kind of get after it. I want to ask you, what are some like traits that you have specifically, you know, either coming out or that you developed on the mission that made you feel like you were like made you a better companion or a good companion? And what were some ways that you like kind of overcame any struggles that you had with companions?
Yeah. I'd say learning to adapt to new personalities.
Yeah.
Like that was like a skill that I learned big time.
Mm-hmm.
Because
people are different.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're so different. And I thought that I was pretty good at that because doing sports and then also the other things I did, like,
and also growing up with a family of like 7 siblings.
Yeah, exactly. Growing up with a family of 6 siblings.
6 siblings, you have a lot of diversity even in your household.
Yeah.
With how different all your siblings are. So
yeah. And doing sports growing up, choir, musical theater, everything like that, that's such a diverse crowd. But even like getting into the mission, I mean, smack that right out of the gate. MTC companion, he loves computers. I was like,
that's me.
I was like, I've never dealt with that before. And he was all about the stock market. Love the dude, Elder Benyon. Shout out to him. If he's
Shout
listening,
out Elder B.
If he's listening.
Shout
We got Benny boy.
B-Bone.
But yeah, he was all about the stocks, and I honestly found that really interesting that God would be like, I mean, you think you'd know, but I'm gonna show you that you don't.
Because you probably don't give two about the stocks.
No, I'm like, it's an interesting topic, but I have never dealt in the stock market before, let alone computers. I can barely work a phone. I'm not gonna be able to be working a computer like that. Yeah, exactly. I was a Wii head. Heck, PS4 was a little.
And then the Wii U came out. I didn't even know how to use that thing.
I didn't even have the Wii U. But no, yeah, it was definitely a learning experience throughout my mission, because I was throughout my mission, where I was paired up with people who, I mean, I exhausted all like the things I knew, and I'm like, how can we connect?
Yeah.
But then we couldn't. All we could connect with was I'm out here, you're out here, and we both loved our Savior.
Let's
and we're
figure
both
this out.
learning. Yeah, let's figure this out.
I love that, bro.
That was like the biggest thing.
That's actually just a real insight, because there's times where, like, you know, you can try to serve your companion, you could try to like just forget who about yourself and try to like learn about them and begin to love them. And there are times with a companion where you really do have to come to that point.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like, you know, you're just another 6 weeks to me.
Yeah.
No,
all right, he'll be off the pod after this episode.
In conjunction with that, like, you know, taking your skills you developed growing up and like from home into the mission, what were kind of some of the finding techniques that you use out in Charlotte to like connect with people, find people, and did any of those skills translate to that at all, or was it, you know,
like translate to me getting along with my companion, or
no, just like strictly finding, mostly like
like
finding and connecting with people out there.
Yeah. From like the skills I learned at home.
Yeah, what kind of things did you do to find people?
Yeah,
and what kind of skills did you bring with you that you're like, okay, I can use this to find people out here?
Yeah, I'd say, man, sports, that was a big thing, especially with the in the hood, because there was kids always out and about shooting hoops, throwing the football around or anything. And so I would be like trying to engage in that. I was like, oh heck yeah, dude, I love football, and honestly I could use a break from knocking doors, so let's throw the football around a little bit. And then we would get along with them. They'd be like, oh yeah, man, we love Jesus, because in those communities they all know about Jesus, especially in the South. And so then we would be able to meet their parents, because it would just be like right in front of their house. The parents would come out and they'd be like, hey, what are you boys doing? And we're just like, oh yeah, we're just throwing with your son. We're just playing catch. And then we would have a really good conversation with them. That was a really cool way of finding. And honestly, just like, because my mission was a lot of just seed planting. And I feel like that's a big thing.
I was going to ask, like, for you, did you consider it to be a pretty big success just to change someone's mind about the church?
Yes, definitely, 100%. Because that's what we're there to do.
That's generations.
It's a generational thing. Because then they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when missionaries came into my house when I was like, heck, 8 years old, and they were so cool. I'm gonna let you guys in because I kind of forgot what you guys talked about. Or they still have a pamphlet, and be like, yeah, I got a pamphlet. And so that was a lot of my mission. And because I mean, there was other missionaries. I mean, heck, 30 baptisms, their entire mission, 20. And some people, they got really hooked onto that because they were like, oh, yeah, look, I was able to, like, you guys get it. I was able to get this many baptisms. Therefore, I was a good missionary, which was a big, like, kind of get into the culture of the mission. I feel like that was a big thing when I first got out. That was such a big thing.
Numbers focused?
Huh?
People were, like, numbers focused?
Yes, yeah. And it was numbers focused because I'm bringing up the door knocking, and we just barely opened up door knocking. So people were just like, all right, yeah, we got to get those numbers up. My focus was, all right, listen, I'm going to represent my Savior the best way I know how, with also who I am and who He's made me to be. Just adding your personality into it goes such a long way in the South because their personalities are so loud in the South. They can genuinely tell when you are being genuine.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Cool.
So, yeah, it was just really, really cool how we were able to find like that. And honestly, playing the guitar too. Playing the guitar was a big thing. Just go to a park, and then people come up to you because their personalities are just like, oh, no way. I love that song by Brandon Lake.
Yeah.
Because you'd be playing like a gospel song in there, and then you'd have a good conversation. They'd be like, dang, you guys are like cool. I like our pastor talked about. You guys are right. Got horns on your head and everything.
Yeah.
Like, nah. That's not. I mean, you can see it's not.
There's so many times, and I'm sure all four of us would relate, where like somebody, either you interact with them first, they come up and interact with you, and the moment you can tell that they realize that you're actually a normal person, that's whenever they bring up a concern or something weird that they've heard about us.
Yeah, that's true.
That happens so often. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, and it was like I said. Every single day, that was what happened. Every day.
Yeah, so next question for you, switching gears a little bit. Was there ever a moment when you were in the field that you had one of those "this is why I'm here" moments?
And take us through your thinking.
Yeah. Man, there was just so many. There were so many different experiences because your testimony was always moving because of how much you ran into with like the anti-bashing, people just hating you, and you're just like, whew, you're like, man, love them, just love them.
Yeah.
And so I'd say there wasn't a single moment, but when I gave my departing testimony, which you missionaries will understand at the end of your mission, you're able to share with other missionaries your testimony. I feel like that's when I like truly like looked back and I was like, yeah, I was doing good. Yeah. I came such a long way from not knowing much to now I can like stand for my faith and not just stand but defend it as well.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really important point to bring up. Is sometimes missionaries won't have an aha moment or a "this is why I'm here" moment. It is cool when they have one, but it's also equally as cool to me to hear kind of that. Like it's like, yeah, it wasn't a singular moment, but it was like all these different experiences and a culmination of everything that I went through that led me to that aha moment of like, okay, yes. I am doing good. This is why I'm here, because I don't feel like I had a few like, okay, yeah, like I'm teaching this person and they're progressing and this is why I could be in this area.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But it wasn't, I feel like, until my end of my mission where I was like, yes, like this is why I was here. Yeah. I know that I was sent here for all of these reasons, and so that was my aha moment. It wasn't just like one singular event, but it was like a combination of everything leading up to that. Yeah. You know,
and it kind of just goes with if I can go off here a little bit, like what we learned on the mission, what we all learned on the mission was conversion is a process. It's not just like a moment that happens in time.
For sure. For sure. You got one, Connie, or you want me to go here? Okay. So I kind of wanted to know this just from, your time in the South. Was there any like only in the South moments? Like, oh man, like this only happens in the South. You kind of shared some, but
Yeah.
I feel like you have one that you're like, yeah, this would only happen in the South.
Yeah. Man. Probably only in the South you can get fed by a investigator a snapping turtle.
Okay.
Like,
I would
And it was
probably
good.
agree.
Yeah,
It was
I would
good.
probably agree. I mean, you're not getting that in like Maine.
no, you're not.
Right.
Like, Wyoming? No, you're not getting that there.
I mean, I got a couple like vegan cauliflower fried rice dishes, but
That's not a
That's-
snapping
that's
turtle
cool.
at all.
that's not a South thing. That's like,
That's not.
I'm in Boulder, Colorado.
I'm in the middle of America right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's pretty sweet. Let's see here. Let's kind of wrap up here with some of these last few questions. But when you think of Charlotte now, looking back, you've been home now like a year and a half.
Yeah.
What do you think of Charlotte now? What does it mean to you now, being home from a year and a half from it?
I mean, it definitely is. Oh, man. I don't know. It's hard to sum that up, honestly. It really is. Because there's so many moments where I was at the lowest of lows, but then also like the highest of highs. So there's definitely like man, I am glad to be home. I am glad that I'm able to continue on with life, but then also doing that every day, just sharing the gospel, talking about it with people, talking to people. Because I'm naturally, I like to be social with people. I like to get to know their stories, to get to know who they are, who they became. And I really, really held on to that while I was on my mission. And so I'd say, like, honestly, just like Charlotte means the world to me, really.
Yeah.
It truly does, because that's where I was able to learn about the gospel.
Even in the
Not just
lowest
learn
of your
the gospel,
lows.
but about it.
Even the lowest of your lows, lowest points in your life, you still feel like it's everything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which I also think is important for
Mm.
people to hear.
Yeah, and you will miss it. Like, you guys have probably missed the mission.
Sure.
Like, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And so like every single day I'm thinking about how they're doing, like how those like just the strong friendships are.
Yeah.
If I had a magic button right here that would send me back to the mission for a week, I'd hit it, no hesitation. So
I would do it for a week, yeah.
Yeah, I could do it for a week.
probably no more than that.
Yeah.
That's the max.
After
It's
that,
like,
we
all right,
gotta
here
start
it
talking
is.
about money.
Yeah,
Talk
compensation
about
after
money.
that, start paying up.
Yeah.
But a week I could do.
Yeah.
So Kellen, one more question probably before we
Yeah.
give the last wrap up question. But how do you think your relationship with Jesus Christ has affected where you are today? And speak a little about like how, especially on your mission, your relationship with Jesus Christ changed and has helped you to where you're at today.
I don't think it's recording.
No, we're
Is
good.
it not? Oh, okay. Could you repeat the question? Maybe.
Yeah.
Just repeat it one more time.
So, touch a little bit about how your relationship with Jesus Christ grew on your mission, but most importantly, how that growth from your mission has helped you in your life today.
Yeah. Helped me to understand that, like, part of his sufferings are my sufferings as well. And that it kind of goes back to how I built a big part of my testimony on the scriptures because of how much we were in them every single day. And there's my mission scripture, Book of Mormon was Helaman 5:12, and we all know that. Just talking about your foundation, and whenever the devil sends forth anything at you, it won't have any power to drag you down. It won't have any power to do anything because you're built upon Christ. Even if it does, if you feel like, a little shaky, because you will, you're still on that rock. You're not. I mean, that rock's not going to be breaking. It's not. And then there's going on the sufferings part in the Bible is where, it talks so much about it, like on a really, really personal level and in an outside perspective from all the apostles as well, where specifically in Peter, in his chapter 4, He's talking about like when you are. Dang, bro, just slipped my mind. When talking about Christ's sufferings, and honestly, like, if you're suffering as well, then you are the closest to Christ that you can be. You really are.
Yeah, you're in good company.
Yeah, you are in good company because he is right there.
Yeah.
He's right there. So when you're at the lowest of lows, just know that Jesus Christ has gone lower, and so he's there. And after the mission, now it's taught me to love one another way more than I did when I was home.
Yeah, I like it. Do you have anything, or you want to close up here?
I'm so straight, bro.
Okay.
He's so straight.
Well, I want to just thank Kellen one more time for joining us on the Go&Do pod. It's an honor to have Kellen because, like all the people we've interviewed before Kellen already, you're just not going to meet a bunch of better people than the people we've interviewed, and Kellen is in that group for sure. He's one of the best people you'll meet. He's single, ladies, and he needs
shout out.
He needs the right one. He needs the right one. But no, he really is one of the greatest dudes, nicest people you'll meet on the planet. He would give you the shirt off his back even if it was really sweaty. He would do it for you.
Another one.
And so.
Another one.
Kellen is just the salt of the earth for sure, and we are just grateful that you were able to join us, Kellen. We appreciate you, and like Kellen said, even in the lowest of the lows, when he felt like there was nowhere else to go, and his testimony was weaning and going all over the place, he still went and did, as you too shall go and do on your mission in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's a good one.
Baby.
Oh, look at that.
All right,
Appreciate you, Kellen.
we appreciate everybody watching.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Well, our next episode
Let me go
is going to come at you pretty soon, so be ready for it. All right, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Black X, Connie, or Black Square?